Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robert Weichelt for another episode of Legacy and Listings. I've been in the real estate business since 1986. And the reason why I tell you that is because it's a long time, but it's also, I've had a chance to learn a lot of great things that agents can do to actually help their clients. I'm a big fan of looking for ideas to help my database, help people in my relationship database. I want to make sure that we're reaching out. And a couple months ago, I came across this program, and it immediately clicked for me. So I want to go ahead and share that with you. Basically, what it did is it solved a real problem in a way that I've never seen before. And when I saw what Tim was doing and the results it produced, I knew I needed to be a part of this. And thanks for having me on today. In fact, the system, and the biggest thing I like is it's a free tool that agents can use to reach out to their database. So that doesn't hurt. I know we get a lot of things across our desk and pay for this, pay for that. And this training has been just real huge. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the founder of MyLegacyLink, someone who has built a multiple successful companies and is making a real impact. He's a TEDx speaker, and he knows a thing or two about communicating big ideas with clarity and purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome my friend, Tim Yates. Tim, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, my friend. How are you today?
Doing well, doing well. So let's get started. Give us a quick introduction on who Tim Yates is.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good, my friend. My name is Tim Yates, and I founded an estate planning firm. Actually, we're more of a technology firm now, about a decade ago with my wife, Carrie, who is our firm's lead attorney. And we've really been focusing on disrupting the estate planning industry by working closely with real estate professionals. And, so why real estate professionals? Well, first and foremost, real estate professionals, already have the trust, they have the relationships, they have a seat at the table, with the homeowners. And it's really a perfect relationship because real estate agents, they want to get more listings, they want to help more buyers and sellers. And through that process, we want to help more people protect those valuable assets through setting up living trusts. And so it's just a perfect relationship between the two entities. And it's something that, we absolutely love doing. Numbers. Let's talk about some numbers here because again, numbers tell a story and numbers don't lie. So numbers here specifically, let's talk about California, okay? The state of California, roughly 87.3% of all homeowners do not have a living trust. Okay, 87.3. That's a crazy number. To equate that to a more accurate number for your business models, that means 9 out of 10 people in your database need a living trust. So think about that. 9 out of 10 people need a living trust. And, people ask me all the time, why is the number so low, Tim? Why don't more people have a living trust? Well, to me, there's a couple of reasons. Number one is homeowners just don't know where to turn. They don't know where to start with. They don't know if they need a trust, they need a will. They hear all these different terms. So they don't know where to go and what they actually need. And then number two, when they actually do find out what they need, oftentimes they get sticker shock. A lot of times they'll go to that attorney's office and they'll get a price quote for thousands of dollars. And a lot of times that causes them to just pause just long enough to justify, hey, I'm young, I'm healthy. Do I really need to spend, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 right now? So they kind of just put it off. And unfortunately, most people just put it off too long, and that's unfortunate. So we decided to make sure we built a company that takes care of two issues. One, we educate everyone on why they need it. And two, let's make it affordable. So our estate plans are not going to cost people thousands of dollars. In most cases, it's only going to cost them hundreds of dollars for the same exact thing. And so we've created what we've called the legacy listing system, and it's a 4-part program approach that we're gonna touch on right here, my friend. And we're gonna jump right into the first program, which I love. To me, this is the coolest one that I love talking about, and it's a closing gift program. Now, as you know, Robert, when you work with somebody and you close escrow, oftentimes you will purchase a closing gift for your clients. Is that correct?
Every time, absolutely.
Okay. And closing gifts are great. I mean, there's a lot of great gifts out there. You can get gift baskets, knives, and there's a lot of great, gifts out there. But to me, probably the most important gift you can give somebody is the gift of protecting that home, protecting their family, and protecting all of their assets, not just their home. So if we took a simple a program and we said, okay, a revocable living trust package is going to cost you $2,500. Imagine though, if you're one of our agent partners and you could actually obtain that gift for just $499 and be able to offer an estate plan as a closing gift for your clients, which is a $2,500 value. So oftentimes, Robert, we'll see agents will call me up and say, Tim, I just closed escrow. I want to purchase an estate plan as a closing gift. And we set up their account and they can purchase it again for $499. We create a beautiful certificate that they can give to their homeowner. Again, it's a $2,500 value. It's just it's an immediate connection with that client for the long haul. And it's something that they'll never forget because again, as long as they're alive, that living trust is living with them. So it's an amazing program. Okay. So
You know what,
that's
Tim? You know what? Not to cut you off, because I think this is important for the agents that are listening to this. Most of us in real estate, we always like to give our client the closing gift, but most of us give gift baskets, Home Depot gift cards, things that just go away. This is a tool that you can reach out and consistently communicate with your client for even after the close, something that's actually relevant and powerful. So, and the other number I really wanted to make sure we pointed out, 87.3, that's almost 9 in 10 of the people in your database do not have a living trust. That's a big deal. So it's something that, number one, you can get in front of your database, but number two, something they're always going to appreciate it when they're updating their assets. And it's a great tool. And so I really appreciate you going into this.
No, absolutely. All great points. All great points. And which kind of leads into the next program that I want to talk about. So the first program we touched on cost. Second program we're going to touch on is education and educational value. So one of the other programs that we love to do with our agent partners, again, is a quarterly webinar that we run for all of our partners. All our partners have to do is just invite people to it. They can invite their database, their SOI, they can invite their entire farm to it. It's something that everyone needs and are going to get tremendous value out of it. So again, we run a quarterly estate planning 101 webinar, and it's all about education. There's no selling, and in fact, we never sell anything. We just offer the education so people can make informed decisions. So this is a wonderful way for our agents to engage their database, and to give people information that is extremely valuable to them. So it's something that again, I love doing this because again, it's about giving people the information they need, allow them to make their own decisions, and it's just a win-win for everybody.
And you know what? It's important to realize that most agents, they know that it's a powerful tool, but they feel like, well, I don't know how to put on a webinar like that. I don't have enough knowledge to put the webinar. All these agents need to do is invite their database, and you do the training, you do the coaching, you explain the process, you do it for the agents. And most of the agents in my organization, they dig that part. They appreciate being able to invite their database to these classes, not be the presenter, because sometimes they don't feel like they have enough information and don't want to look foolish in front of their clients. So big deal for most agents because not everybody's a speaker or a trainer. They do have a great database. So I like that the best. I'm getting a lot of good results from the agents that are using this program.
Yep, absolutely. All great points. Then we start to put some of this stuff together. I want to talk about our next program. And this is something that I've come across a lot of agents that carry the certified probate specialist designation, which is wonderful. And so we wanted to look at creating an additional program for our real estate partners, allowing them to add an additional income stream if they're interested in that area, and allow them to really continue to grow and expand their business through a free legal document assisted training program that we offer. We have wonderful training attorneys involved with our company that love to educate everyone on learning the ins and outs of this program. Again, it's something that I love. I love education. I love teaching. It's in my DNA. So this is a program that agents can absolutely enroll in for free, and depending on their educational levels, it depends on how many courses that it is, but it's usually one 60-minute course a month. It's all online, as you know, Robert, like this. And it's just a great way for them to continue to educate and build their business in meaningful ways that just really haven't been done before. So again, it's a wonderful program that is an opportunity for people to enroll in. And again, it's like being a certified probate specialist on steroids times 10,
Yeah.
because it really does educate and elevate your business to another level.
I think the biggest takeaway, Tim, is it opened up new revenue streams for the agents. It creates deeper client relationships with me. And a lot of times when people are updating their trust, that means there's some activity that they're going to maybe buy some real estate or sell some real estate. That's a great trigger for us agents to stay in touch with our clientele and our community. So that is the best part for me, and I love it. So let's continue.
Yeah, absolutely. And then our newest program, which is one that, again, to me, it just made sense. One of the things, I've talked to thousands of real estate professionals all over the country. And oftentimes we talk about open houses because that's something that everyone's interested in. We all have neighbors and our neighbors buy and sell, and we see people attending. In fact, right now I have a neighbor selling and there's open house signs everywhere, and just observing what's going on. And one of the things that we realize, though, the biggest challenge that agents have is engaging people that are attending, engaging people that are coming in that don't want to be engaged. You can see those people from a mile away. They just want to walk in and out. Oftentimes they might just be the neighbors, nosy neighbors wanting to see what's going on. But the challenge is how does that agent get into a real conversation with people that are walking through that front door in a meaningful way, in a way that allows them to start to build a real relationship. And no, we know that there are agents out there like you, Robert, that do a fantastic job with getting people to give them your contact information, because you can gain trust really quickly with them, and they feel comfortable enough to fill out a sign-in sheet, and they're not worried about you trying to sell them something they don't need or just hounding them. So they're comfortable with it. But we decided to create an amazing incentive for people to come in. So we call it the Open House Accelerator Program. And so basically what it is if you're an agent, the goal is to help you get everyone that walks into that front door, their contact information to you. Now, their real contact information, not fake names and fake email addresses, which is another challenge that I've seen agents face. They go, oh, I got 15 sign-ins, but only 5 out of the 15 are actual people, So we decided to create a program where you could offer basically a raffle. Hey, to sign in, if you're interested in receiving a $2,500 estate plan, all you have to do is scan this QR code, and that's it. So we have a system where people can walk in, the agent can have a QR code set up at the desk offering a free estate plan. All they have to do is scan a QR code. It captures their information, delivers it right to the agent. It's the greatest sign-in process there is. But not only that, it's going to allow conversations. And we have seen this time and time again when we were beta testing the system, Robert, there are agents that ended up getting deals because people walked in, a young couple, for example, here's one that's top of my mind, up in the Bay Area, Cupertino, a young couple walks in. They scan it. They start talking to the agent about estate planning, and the young potential buyer said, his father is getting up in age and they don't have an estate plan. Is this something that I can talk to them about? If I win it, can I gift it to my father? And so this whole conversation went on, and this agent was able to get into a relationship now, not just with that young buyer couple, but with his parents, and that turned into a listing like 3 months later. So again, it's just a huge, powerful way for agents to get into deeper conversations, to capture information that's real. And trust me, people are not afraid to give their real contact information when they have an opportunity to get something like this. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head again with the 9 out of 10 people will need the service and they find value in it. And because it's so affordable, It's a great tool. So it definitely recommend it for the open houses. And let's go over next steps.
Yeah, I mean, again, next steps, for anybody that's watching, it's really simple. You're going to be able to just fill out a basic questionnaire. For me, because I'm doing this right now, I don't get a chance to actually see everybody and talk to everybody in person, but we have a very simple questionnaire that we want our potential partners to fill out. Again, we're not selling anything; everything is for free, but we're looking for people that believe in what we're doing. They believe in the power of this kind of a program. So there's a basic questionnaire that we're going to ask everyone to fill out. It gives me an idea of a little bit of who you are, how long you've been in the business, what kind of business you have, what you're looking to achieve, what your goals are, things like that, what you're lacking. And it's an easy way to get started. In fact, all agents have to do is if you go to the next slide, is anybody that's watching this, just scan the QR code. It'll take you right to a questionnaire. Give yourself, 5 minutes to complete, and it'll come into me. And once I get it, I'll review it and reach out to you, and hopefully have a wonderful conversation, learn a little bit more about your business and what we can do to maybe help each other out.
I'll tell you, there you go. So, see, I told you, not just theory. This is a practical, real, meaningful, something that your clients are going to thank you for. And that's the big thing, Tim. I tell you what, I appreciate you being on today. I appreciate everything you do to bring to us as agents that are helping us grow our business. I thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're live here or you're watching on our YouTube channel or Spotify. Take action, take a photo of this QR code. Legacy and Listings is a great tool for you to grow your business. Tim, any closing remarks?
I just appreciate the opportunity to present this. I look forward to working with you, Robert, on helping more agents achieve their goals, and I'm excited about what we're doing.
I love it. Well, you heard it here first. Thank you for tuning in to Legacies and Listings. You have a great day.